8 Sports Performance Secrets that UFC Fighters Exploit. Health. Watching UFC fighters in the ring is nothing short of spectacular. With their extraordinary abilities and hardcore strengths, they never fail to leave us with our jaws dropped. But have you ever wondered how they give one astounding performance after the other? What is the secret of their agility, and might that makes them rule the championships? Every athlete has some golden rules that he abides by which help him shine bright as a fighter. These performance rules may be different for each player, but there's one thing for sure, and that is their never-ending concern for their health, without which a UFC fighter has no career whatsoever. And that is what today's video is all about. We'll be sharing with you 8 sports performance secrets that UFC fighters exploit and steal the show with their magnitude. These tips are brought to you straight from coaches and professionals who have a good experience with UFC players. Let's get to it. 1. Mental training. When we think about the performance of a UFC fighter, the first thing that comes to our mind is his physical training. But to achieve great physical performance, mental training is as important as physical training. Why? Because discipline is the first rule to follow for an athlete, and to bring that balance and discipline in their lives, fighters abstain from foods that are not healthy, push themselves to do intense physical exercise, no matter how tough it may seem, and then relax when it's the right time. Mental training also plays a very important role in keeping the fighters motivated. A good intrinsic motivation can do wonders for a fighter in the ring. That is why, by making themselves mentally strong, they can stay motivated and driven. 2. A no-supplement diet. It's a common assumption that fighters take multiple supplements and powders to get all the nutrition they need. But that's not true. Real food is what gives them all the energy to fight and exploit. Most of the trainers and professionals who deal with UFC fighters encourage them to quit anything artificial and synthesized. The question is what real food is. It includes everything that reaches us through natural ways. From the fruits and vegetables that grow on Earth to the meat obtained from animals, all these food items nourish the body and give it the power it needs. 3. Forget overeating. In the crucial diet plan of a UFC fighter, calorie control matters the most. Every health trainer has different ways to maintain his player's health and for keeping track of the calories he's taking in. One of the best ways through which players can avoid overeating is by developing a habit to stop once their hunger is satisfied. There is no doubt that fighters need the energy to survive in the ring, but that doesn't mean that one has to shove everything in their mouth until they realize that they have overeaten and that they cannot eat anymore. This behavior leads to the development of unhealthy eating habits, which is the last thing a UFC fighter wants. To avoid that, fighters are trained to eat slowly, and with time, they get rid of this habit. 4. Taking a good night's sleep. While talking about mental and physical fitness, there is no chance we skip sleeping. A healthy sleep pattern is not given as much attention as it deserves. It is what controls your eating habits, your physical strength, and your mental health. Good sleep patterns are also responsible for producing growth hormones, which repair your muscles and take care of muscle mass. When UFC fighters are trained, they are told not to compromise their sleep cycle. They all go to bed like it's a part of their job for the sake of the proper functioning of their body's internal clock. So never risk your 6 to 9 hours of sleep for better performance. Enjoying the video? If yes, then please take out a minute, go subscribe to our channel, and give this video your biggest thumbs up. Also, hit that bell icon so you'll never miss an update from our channel. 5. Take one step at a time. Just like any other major sports league, the pressure on the fighters who enter the ring is piercing. And that can be a big factor contributing to the overall poor performance of a fighter. No matter how much potential they have, if they do not go by a wise strategy, they are not going to make their career last. What trainers do with fighters is help them work on their weaknesses slowly and gradually. Rushing the training to work more and more every day will be more trouble than it's worth. Fighters end up injuring themselves, ruining their health and regression, making all the previous training useless. So what exactly is the right strategy? There can be several things to be considered before you make it. The first thing to keep in mind is the fact that all the goals you wish to achieve through it should be realistic. You can do that by giving yourself time to improve. Give one day to one exercise, and make sure that whatever you do, by the end of the day, you are only going forward, not the other way around. 6. Swimming. Right after muscle training and the hectic fight schedules, fighters need to relax. Intense physical training can leave the body sore. And when that happens, it is not ideal to leave the muscles hurting. Instead, go for a swim because aerobic exercise like swimming will relax you while keeping your muscles in a good condition. Swimming is one of those exercises that cannot affect your muscle strength. That is why trainers are never against it. Some of them even prefer fighters to keep it in their schedule as a part of their physical training. 7. Goodbye dairy products. Dairy products are not the go-to choice of UFC fighters. Milk, eggs, and yogurt are not going to give your body a good time because they contain lactogen, which can be difficult to digest. And when fighters train, they make sure that they consume products that do not take much away from their body. Milk also causes the release of some hormones that are believed to be cancer-causing. Small quantities of cheese and other dairy products are not that harmful to consume, but whether you should have them or not completely depends on the trainer and how he wants to strategize the diet plan of the fighter he is training. 8. Regular eating. Eating at regular times of the day can be amazing for your metabolism. Fighters consume food after regular intervals so that their digestive system is working in the best condition. Having food in chunks after every 4 to 5 hours will give sufficient fuel to the body that it needs for carrying out normal activities. This kind of eating does not require the intake of heavy meals because it can make it difficult for a person to have more meals after some time. Taking light but nutritious meals is what aids this kind of eating pattern, so start doing it whenever you can. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, then go subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys next time.